What's up, everyone? Game Master 468 here for the next part of my Kidz 64 walkthrough. If you remember from last time, Sid arrived here in search of nachos. He did not get any nachos. He instead was met with disappointment. And found out that he's supposedly trapped in some crazy dream that, I guess, like, sucks away, like, his corn powers, whatever the heck that's all about. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out more about that a little bit at a later time. But, yeah, we're stuck in some sort of crazy dream, and we need to figure out how we need to get out of it. So how are we going to get out of it? Well, our good buddy and pal Alexis is going to tell us how. If we go around here, out in the dump. Owie!
Sid! Why didn't you put that portal next to the dumpster? Well, I wanted to be sure that you see that door over there. I think that will lead out of this dream realm. Hey, I ain't leaving until I get my nachos! Well, I, had to expel the nachos to fit the park in there, so... What?! But listen, somewhere out there is a realm with infinity nachos! Infinity nachos? Oh, yeah! We gotta get through that door first, but I don't know how to open it. It must have something to do with that scary symbol on it. But I don't think there's anything like that in this parking lot. There's gotta be somewhere we can get in this realm. Just look around. And don't forget that you're what? And don't forget... reading. It's fun. And don't forget your training, little corn cadet. Okay, but don't ever call me that again. Okay. Remember to talk to me if you need any help figuring out what to do. Talk to me twice, even. I don't know what to do, though. There must be something I can't see from here. Yes, alright, so that's our goal. Our goal is to open this really ominous-looking, door with an owl face on it. That's not creepy at all. And we need to figure out how to open it. We can't open it in this area, though. There's nothing useful in here. So what we need to do, we need to break open this. And our next location is going to be through the sewer pipe. And you can see it's closed off. And as Alexis said, she can't really see anything. But that's because the place we need to open it with is actually above. If we climb up here on top of this light post, and then get on the roof of the Nacho Emporium, we have ourselves a button that we can press to access the next area. Alright. So there we go. Let's hop on down. And let's see what awaits us in this green, gooey, disgusting-looking sewer pipe. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's the stuff right there. And here we are. We're in Wallow's Hallow. This is sort of our, like, main hub world area. I mean, I guess the Nacho Emporium is kind of the main hub world, but this is the area we're going to be spending most of our time in for this game. And if we go this way... Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Oh, what? Hey, over here! You need a ride to the top of the trees? Oh, heck yeah!
Oh, wow, we got ourselves some bats here. If we jumped into them, they'll take us on for a little ride. We got, like, little scripted things that can take you to really cool and exciting places, and it's really cool. So we just go up here. Oh, yeah, next big cube, yeah! Alright, let's go in that...
Sucker! Now you're trapped up there!
What? Dude! What the heck, bro? It's not... I'm suing him later. Okay. Alright, so here we go. We got ourselves an XP cube. Let's ground pound that and grab that. Okay, and there is a safe way to get down here, but it's kind of tricky. I need to... Oh, nope, messed it up. Okay. Well, you want to try to land in these leaves here to avoid taking fall damage, but it's kind of tricky because it's like right underneath it, so that's a little annoying. Hey! I see ourselves an owlhead. Ooh! An intruder has set foot on the grounds of our sacred tree! This is a great threat to our entire town! Go home, emo hog! What? Or you may find yourself with no home to go back to! Oh, it's a goat type. Oi, new friend! All are welcome here at Wallow's Hallow! Oh, okay. Stay a while. Bring some friends! We can always use some new blood to help wash out the old piggy type influence. Still festers after hundreds of years. But please remember, Do try to keep away from this tree. We owls have important work to do and mustn't be disturbed. Understood? Oh, and also, keep away from that higher places, like that pointy building up there. That's been rated unsafe by the Owl Committee, only looking out for your best interest. Have you got all that? Yeah, I think I got it, bro. I shall repeat it all again regardless, so it's firmly imprinted into your mind. What? No, Oreo, new friend! All are welcome here and all— Okay, I'm leaving. Okay, yeah, so there's our owl buddy that we need to take care of. He'll hold the secrets to opening that door. Oh, that's back in the garage. As he said, though, he's not gonna really let us in to do anything. If we, try to do that, he's just gonna, do that. That's not cool. So we need to go figure out a way to get rid of them, and that's gonna be our main objective for basically this entire world. Is we just need to find a way to get that owl out of our business so we can go inside the tree and, figure out how to open up that door. So that's our mission. And now that we know what our main objective is, I guess I'm gonna discuss how this walkthrough is gonna be structured. So, I mentioned these XP cubes in the previous level, or in the previous video, rather. They are, basically a requirement, for progression in this game. This game is basically a collectathon platformer. Let me get Discount Kermit the Frog out of the way first, real quick, so it doesn't become a problem. This game is basically a collectathon platformer, but not really in, like, the traditional sense. It's not like Mario 64 or, like, Banjo-Kazooie, where you have, like, the main collectible that you need to collect in order to, like, unlock the next level and doors and all that stuff. And then you have, like, coins, which is, just like, the basic collectible that helps you work towards the main collectible. In this case, the basic, like, coin collectible is the main collectible of this game. And it's, you saw in the previous video, it's scattered into, like, different chunks. You get the basic ones that are just the cubes. You can see some there. And there's some up here that I'll go and grab real quick. And then you also saw there were, the XP crystals, which gives you 10. The screws that give you 3. And then the little challenge mirror things that also give you 10 XP. So the way I'm gonna structure this is gonna be a bit weird. I'm basically gonna try to save all of the major XP collectibles, for a later time, when we get all the power-ups and we're actually able to, like, swoop through and get them all in one go. Cause if you've seen, previous videos, or previous walkthroughs of mine, I usually try to dedicate, like, the major collectibles in their own section and just get them all in one go, just for convenience sake. But that's gonna be a little bit harder to do in this case, just because of how the collectibles are scattered here. So I'm gonna try to do that for the main ones, like the XP crystals and the screws. And then they get each and every single one of those collectibles to their own section in this walkthrough. And then as for the XP cubes, the coins here, I'm just gonna try to get them as I go along instead of dedicating the whole section to get them all in one swoop. Just because of how just scattered and all over the place they are. I'll try my best to not miss any and collect them, like make a point to point out each location as we get to them. But it's kind of I will say, it can sometimes be a big pain in the butt. I've gone through multiple playthroughs of this game, and have had that instance where I'm missing that one cube, that I need to get 100% completion, and, that's a bit of a pain in the butt, as you can guess, especially since there's not really any menu that tells you, like, what part of the level you're missing them. So that's a bit of a pain in the butt, but I'm gonna try my best to get all of the XP cubes as we get them, like, as we near them. And then all of the major ones, like the XP crystals and screws and stuff, I'll do what I normally do, where I just dedicate a specific section to the walkthrough to getting them all in one go. So that's the plan. As for what we're going to be doing in this video, well, our objective, I think Alexis here is going to tell us what we're going to do.
What's up? Something tells me that guy has something to do with the door we saw.
You mean the fact that he looks exactly like it?
Oh, I think he does, maybe. But first, don't ask me why, but you need to find a way to get to that big drill up there. I just feel like I can
identify, excuse me, with that building somehow.
Don't know what it is.
Really? You could always get to the roof from that tower if only that ink ledge was pushed out. That pressure pad may have something to do with it. Just find something to put there.
Why don't we just ask this guy to stand on it?
No way! That owl's installed work detectors on that pad, which will electrocute me! Oh gosh.
Oh, come on.
Maybe you should just go in that church over there and ask God for help.
Really? You're resorting to that already?
Well, it seems you have to go through there to get to the other side of that gate anyway. Aha! Alright, so that's gonna be our current objective. We need to get to the other side of this gate, and that will hopefully give us something to push down this pressure plate, because if we push this down, you can kind of see it. It's a little hard to see, but you can see there's a little pink thing that's sliding in and out as I'm jumping on this pressure plate. That's not going to stay up, because the second we step off it, it's just going to slide back in. And we kind of need that to climb that tower to proceed forward. So that's what we're going to do. Now, what's up with these pigs here? What's the deal? What's up with these, like, these electric pads? What? Was that? What? Oh dear.
Why the cancel the lasagna festival, Daddy?
No, son. You know owls can't digest lasagna. Sometimes you just have to be the bigger man.
But I want lasagna, Daddy!
No, son. That's quite enough. You need to learn how to develop a thicker skin. Only then can you hope to become a doormat like myself. That doesn't sound good. Excuse me? Jeez Louise. Oh, gosh. Yeah, these pigs here are having a bit of a rough time, I must say. Hey there, boy. Did you know? Creaky floorboards might have something hidden underneath them. Ah, that's gonna be a little thing for later. Keep that in mind. What about you? What do you say? Old Mayor Wallow welcomed those owls to our town. But when they insisted the annual lasagna festival get cancelled, he outright refused. Made some kind of witty proclamation about it. Can't quite remember. Them owls magically transformed him into a god dang salami and hung him from the tree. I'm worried that nobody ever do what he did again. Oh dear, that's a problem. Alright, this owl's bad news. We really need to figure out how to get rid of this guy. So let's work towards that, why don't we? We need to make our way towards the church. So we can get to the other side of this gate, but it's a problem. It's kinda locked. The church doors won't open until midnight by request of the owls.
Oh, those owls really follow your religion?
Well, no, but I'm sure they have a perfectly good reason.
I know I gotta go through this to be getting around this gate.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
Hey, I gotta get through there.
Boy, sometimes you need to have a little patience. You can't just get what you want in life by pressing a giant shiny red button. So pretty, you're wrong. Boom! Alright, we gotta push this button, and then we gotta hurry. The timer's gonna be going off. Alright. I can see those little XP chameleon things there. I'll get him in a second. First, we need to make our way through here, back to this door that Alexis was near. Doop doop doop. Alright, now we need to jump over here. Yeah. And once more. Yeah. Alright, let's use this ring to grab this ledge. And then if we turn this crank, it will adjust the clock, the town clock. It will set it over to midnight, which conveniently is the exact time the church opens. So now we can go ahead and walk inside. Awesome. Alright, let's go down this zip line. And then before we head inside, let's grab that little salamander thing. I won't get these as we go along, because there's really only 2 of them in this world, so I don't really feel the need to dedicate a specific section of the walkthrough to get those, so we'll just get that one off the bat, and then there's one more in this game, and we'll worry about that later. It's actually after the church, so we'll get focused on that in a second. Let's get that XP cube before we go. Alright, in here. Alright, the Church of the Dog God. And the Lord said unto him... okay. Go on. Are we not drawn onward? We drawn onward to a new era? Cool. Wow!
Daddy, can we switch seats?
Maybe after the next sermon. Hey, oh. Bro, you realize there's, that going. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, cool. Awesome. Alright. Oh, jeez.
Isn't it blasphemy to have those owls doing that in here?
Oh, I don't know. But they're offering free grilled cheese to everyone who sits through the sermon today. Oh, I mean, can't argue with that. I don't know if it's worth getting pooped on. Are you really just going to let... Oh, are you really just going to let that owl keep, pooping on you? Hey! We may be pooping on... He may be pooping on me, but that has nothing to do with the fact that he is an owl. What? Okay. Alright, so we need to climb to the top of this church in order to proceed forward to get to the other side. Before we do that, let's go over here and get that XP cube. Alright, and what we need to do, let's climb these poles here. Here, no, we'll do it the basic way instead of the cool pro skill speedrun way. Do this. And do that. Again, just a reminder to do the little dash thing. The little headbutt in order to latch onto those poles instead of grabbing them normally and sliding down. What's up, Alexis?
Oh boy, church!
Ugh, well, at least it isn't school.
You're gonna need to get to that exit up there. It's a lot of owls to bounce off of, but you can handle it, right? It's just like with the bubbles, except sometimes a stray one may need a bop to get in line.
Aha, yes. So these owls here, I guess they're kind of enemies. I think they do hurt you if they poop on you. And I think also if you get near them, but otherwise, their main purpose, I should say, is to bounce off of them like the balloons we saw in the tutorial level. Sometimes, though, like Alexis said, we get a stray owl right here who's not in the proper position that we need him to be in order to make our way up. But that's an easy fix. You just do a little, you don't do that. That's not what you do. You do that. There you go. You just give him a little bop with your horn, and then he'll fly into position, and then you can proceed forward. Let's fill up. I think we're already full on health. Oh no, we're not. Never mind. All right, let's fill up though. There we go. All right, so if we bounce on this, what do we got here? We get Fall Warp, a new power-up. Hold L and R triggers while falling to warp back to the last portal. Alright. You will still get hurt a bit from the fall, though. Oh, that's fun. Alright, so if you start falling a really far distance, like to the point where you start taking fall damage, you can hold the L and R triggers at the same time, like that, and that will warp you back to the last checkpoint that Alexis activated. Like so. And then, like I said, like, it does still take away health when you do that, so don't, like, make a habit of that or anything. I usually use it when I need to, like, get back to an area, like, really quickly. If falling winds up taking more time to get up there, then I'll just do that, and then I'll warp back to where I was, and, you know, take the L, basically. Alright, let's go up here. Get that XP cube, even though they're on those stained glass windows. There's kind of tricky ones to find. I miss those from time to time. Alright, let's bounce on them. Like Alexis said, they work just like the bubbles. And here's our exit right there. Before we continue, there's one more next to this stained glass window. Poopy. Alright, cool, awesome. Let's try that again. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Alright, now we'll grab this, and then we'll go right back, so we're not quite ready to see what's over there yet. So let's land back here, and this takes us to the other side. Here we are. Awesome. Alright, now before we jump down, I'm just gonna make our way over here and jump on this tree branch. We're gonna make our way to the top of this gravestone here. There's a little pressure plate here if we ground pound it. That'll give us the coffin, a super bouncy coffin, for some reason. That'll give us a little shortcut back over there, if we ever need to go back up there for whatever reason, which is good, because we will need to come back up here later. Alright, and then here's our last little chameleon thing for the XP. It's this gravestone here. Let's headbutt it. That'll reveal it, and there we go. That's the last chameleon in this entire game. We don't need to worry about any more chameleons from this point forward. Alright, let's go ahead and get some of the XP cubes in this section of the level. And watch out for that fish there. That's some bad news there. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. That will follow you around and try to gobble at you if you get too close, so be careful. Alright, there's the 2 XP cubes there. There's one on that tree, and then there's one under the water. And then there's also, yes, over here. We also have some ones on these poles. One over there. And then there's one more near where we just came in from. Oh, well, what's this? We'll talk to you in a second. Doop, doop, doop. Here we are. And boom. Owie. Okay, cool. There we go. Alright, that's all the XP cubes in this area. Now we'll focus back on our main objective for this area. What's up, Alexis?
Hope nobody in this graveyard died of appendicitis.
You mean appendicitis?
I sure wouldn't want my appendix to morph into a panda. That sounds like the worst way to die.
What?
Anyway, that boulder over there looks interesting. Smaller than the ones in my park.
Yes, we're gonna need that boulder in order to push down the pressure plate. Excuse me? Let's open this gate by unscrewing that. Alright, and then we need to push this boulder onto the pressure plate, which will allow us to proceed forward. Alright. Again, Civ is very slow at pushing things, so let's just do that to make it go faster. There we go. Go down these stairs. Whoopsie. Oh, jeez. Okay, we just gotta let it do its thing here. Alright. Now we have this boulder, we can go over here and push it onto the pressure plate. Whoops. Or we can completely miss it, like what just happened there. Cool. There we go. Whoa, hey, bro, get out of here. Go back to the Muppet Show. Gosh, so inconsiderate. Ugh. Jeez, he was never the same after Muppets Most Wanted. Gosh. Alright, so now that that pressure plate is pushed down, that little cliff there will push out. So now we can continue forward and make our way to the drill platform. Let's go up here. There we go. Shimmy over here. Alright, and here we go. Alright, in this section we got ourselves a little platforming challenge we gotta do on this rooftop. Alright, these will go up and down, as you can see. Obviously, if they go down, because this is a slippy, slidey roof here. So that's not good. We can't do it that way, so you just gotta wait for them to come on up. And they can jump on these and make your way to the top of the roof. Awesome.
Wow! Look how high we are! But if you slide down there, it doesn't look like there's anywhere else to go. Maybe those owl friends can help, if you can reach them. Watch out for duties, though. Watch out for duties.
Oh, gosh. Okay, anyway. Alright, so we have ourselves a bit of a puzzle here. As you can see, both of these owls are not in the position we need them to be. We need to get them over there so we can get to that little gazebo area. And the way do we do that? Let's jump up here, first of all. And then we can smack this owl in the face. And as for this one, you have to push this one over here. So we can get onto this platform. And I think this will be good enough. Yes, there we go. Alright. You can do this. And then get on top of there, but that's for something else. We'll worry about that later. For now, let's wait for him to get in position. And now we can get over here. Excellent. Alright. So, what's going on over here? I swear I just saw a bat swoop down. Are you sure about that? Maybe not. It's hard to tell with those bars in the way. Was it a bar or a bat I saw? I don't know, a bar? Yeah, probably some of these bars look so busted up, they could fly off at any moment. Golly. And then, what else would we say if it was a bat? Bats do congregate around steeples after all. I know the preacher said they have a problem with them on top of the church anyway. If someone were able to reach that big bar leading to the roof, they could go check if I'm right. Otto, are you encouraging children to engage in death-defying stunts again? Oops, I forgot to set that kid. Alright, so we need to get onto this pipe here. This is, I kind of got stumped here the first time around. You see how this thing is kind of wobbling around? You can headbutt that, and it can proceed forward. I didn't really realize that, because it didn't really look like a thing you could headbutt. And I didn't really notice it doing the wobbly thing the first time around. So, I'm cool and dumb at the same time. Alright, so we can shimmy over there and then make our way to this roof over here. Looking on this section, we have some XP cubes. There we are. And we're almost at the top of the drill platform. Alright, we just need to climb up this thing. And here's all these bats up here. If we jump up, it'll take us to the top of the drill. Here we are. Alright. There we are. Okay. Now we can head inside. Sweet. Alright, what do we got in here? We got our doom! We're trapped in here for the rest of our lives. I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough, everyone. Alright, let's get rid of these thingamadoogies. Whoa, okay, I love that move so much, let me tell you. Okay. Alright, so... Yeah, looks like the door didn't open when we defeat all the enemies. Usually that's the staple in video games like this. I've played a Zelda game before, I know how it goes. But, it lied to me this time, so how did we get out of here? Well, we climb up here, we will have our second power-up, and our final power-up, I believe. This drill! You got the drill ability! Heck yeah! Headbutt into the dirt to drill! Sweetness! Alright, so... If you do a little headbutt, whether it be a ground pound or this move, whatever position the dirt is in, really, you will be able to dig in it, like so. There's two different types of dirt. There's this kind, where you have free movement along the dirt, which would involve some pretty cool things that we'll be doing with it later. There's that, and then there's also the dirt that's up here, where he will tunnel like directly through it to the other side. So, we're gonna do that now, so we can make our way out of here! Here we are! Alright, what do we got here? Doop-a-doop-a-doop. What's in here? Hello? What? How'd you get into the spinny chamber? Oh, well, don't matter. It don't even work no more anyways without the disco balls. I still got one of them up on the shelf up there. Then another was taken to the other building past that door for something. But the other three are long gone. Tell you what though, if you can find them for me, you can use the spinny chamber all you want. Heard they got taken away up to the cliffs though. Maybe even guarded by a dragon or something. Ugh. Alrighty, cool. Alright, that gives us a little platform up there. As for what that was about, I forgot to go in here earlier to show you what this actually was. This area, right here. We've moved back around, now we're back out here in the normal place. If we went in here earlier, that door would have been locked. This door right here, we wouldn't be able to get in. We could only get in from the inside. And now we have, so now we can go in here whenever we want. But, we can't do anything with this yet. Because apparently the spinny chamber is busted, and we need to find some disco balls to power it up. We'll figure that out in a second, but before we end this video, there's one little thing I want to do. Now that we have the dig ability, we can go through... Oh, hey, I missed this XP cube over here, see? I told you I'd miss some. Told you. Alright, grab that. There we go. Now, as I was saying, you can do this dig thing, and now we can get some XP cubes that we weren't able to get before. Such as these inside this cage. And there's two under the stairs here that we can only get to if we dig. So here we are. A little tight squeeze in here. Awesome. And then there's one more near the little, like, pressure pad thing. Up here. Shit. And here we are. Boom! Alright. So those are all the digging ones that we had to backtrack for. Any digging things we can find from this point onward will be completely new. Sweetness. Alright, so with that said, we're gonna end this video here for now. We have our next objective, which is looking for 5 disco balls so that we can power up the spinny chamber, which will hopefully get us one step closer to getting rid of the owl and unlocking that mysterious door. So, we'll see you guys in the next video. See you then, everyone.